All right, the Fyre Festival. I'm sure people are hearing about this now all over. I want to start out this podcast by saying I don't endorse Billy McFarland or the Fyre Festival because I don't want to get sued.
Is he related to the guy that did Family Guy?
Yeah, I was going to say that. He almost looks like him. Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah, and they got the same name.
Dude, I 100% thought it was the same damn dude.
Did you look it up?
I don't think so. I didn't look it up.
Oh, we got to listen? Is he going to talk?
Let's listen to some of the BS that this... First of all, I want to say the Fyre Festival thing, I don't know. Maybe it's just better that you watch the video.
It's fire.
Let's listen to a little bit of what he said.
What's up, guys? This is a big day because as of right now, Fyre Festival 2 tickets are officially on sale. It has been the absolute wildest journey to get here, and it really all started during the 7th-month stint in solitary confinement. I wrote out this 50-page plan of how it would take this overall interest and demand in Fyre and how it would take my ability to bring people from around the world together to make the impossible happen, but how it would find the best partners in the world to allow me to be me while executing Fyre's vision to the highest level.
Pause. Okay? You've heard enough. Okay? This guy, Billy McFarland, he just got out of prison for what? I think he was sentenced to prison for 6 years, and he did less than 4. Just got out. Back in 2017, Billy, he's like a con man, you know? He decided he was going to create the greatest festival ever. Woodstock. Isn't Woodstock a great festival?
It was at one time, yeah.
Yeah, so Billy McFarland here decides he's like a good he's a guy that knows how to raise capital. I'll put it that way, okay? He's good with donors. He can get money. He can separate you from your money, right? So he was able to garner enough like money. And he went out and he went initially to the Caribbeans and he found this island and he was going to buy it. It turns out this island was it used to be who's the cartel? Jesus Christ, Jackson. Who's the cartel guy who got captured and he escaped?
El Chapo.
El Chapo. Used to be El Chapo's island, right? And one of the terms of him purchasing this island, it was a great island, had a runway on it and everything. One of the terms that El Chapo's like lawyers and stuff and whoever was selling him this piece of property, they said, you cannot name this as anything to do with El Chapo. We're trying to separate ourselves from El Chapo's like business dealings and all that. So the first thing he did when he put up his promo trailer for his Fyre Festival was, this is former like El Chapo's island. And so the people that were selling him the island said, you know what? F you. You're out of the deal, right? So they canceled this deal and he had to walk away. It was like an $8 million island. So he starts hopping around in the Bahamas looking for other islands to purchase so he can put on this festival thing, right? Eventually he settles, I forget where he settled at, but it was like not really an island anymore. It was in the Bahamas, but it was this huge destination place that people already go to, and it was a portion of it that they were able to get their hands on that was under development. You know, it was under construction. It wasn't completed, and he didn't have the money to finish it. He didn't have the time. He just started pumping out. He brought in all of these supermodels. Haley, well, her name's Haley Bieber now. Haley Baldwin. She was a supermodel at that time. I think one of the Kardashian girls, they were also promoting this Fyre Festival thing. Like, he was getting these celebrities to start promoting this, and it all started because he brought these supermodels onto the island, and these supermodels were putting these things up on their Instagrams and whatever else, their social media. And so this festival thing caught fire, right? And everybody's like, oh my God, it's going to be another huge like Woodstock thing, but it's on an island and all these, it's exclusive, like it's luxury, right?
Wasn't it like part of like the Epstein Islands or something?
I don't think so. They didn't mention that in the documentary that I watched, but it's
I
possible.
thought somebody said something, but
where's
where's
the Epstein Island? Is it in the Bahamas?
I thought it had something to do with, it was down in that area.
Okay, well this doesn't have any, it definitely doesn't have anything to do with the Epstein thing. It's just this guy trying to con people out of money, essentially.
Oh, okay.
Right? So he got all of this attention hyped up around this festival. And this festival is going to happen in like 20 days or whatever, right? Well, people don't know he's running out of money. He's still trying to get people to buy tickets in advance. They set up on this new place. It's got, you know, he ran out of money. Poor planning, all this stuff, and he was just reliant on the fact that, oh, these people are just going to come and they're going to make the festival. We don't have to have much here for them. If we get enough, that's kind of what I got from watching the documentary on Netflix. There's a documentary on Netflix called Fyre, I believe. Fyre is what it's called. And you should just watch the documentary. But basically, he was just trying to get people's money and get them there. He was doing a lot of false advertising, and eventually it came to the date of opening of the festival, and everybody's just, they're showing up, celebrities, whoever else, like people that bought these extravagant tickets, and they're here for this crazy vacation island festival thing, and they turn up, and it's just, watch this video. They turn up, well, I won't play you that, but they turn up, and it's just basically he had a bunch of tents set up on just the dirt. And it had rained the day before, so the tents on the inside, they had these mattress cots set up. And it was just the crappiest, like, the people had nowhere to go. He had oversold the festival, right? So they had, like, only enough room for maybe 200 people, and he had oversold for, like, 500 people. And these tickets, some of them were going for, you know, I think I might be mistaken, but like some of the stuff he was trying to sell was like $100,000 for a ticket or more, some like nonsense like that, right? Yeah. Either way, that all fell apart, right? The people showed up at the island. They're looking to party. Everything's falling apart. Like they're seeing these ridiculous concentration camp tents that he's got set up for them to stay in. There's no food. It's a famous thing where they're like giving these people like these disgusting little cheese. It's a cheese slice on a piece of bread with a little lettuce on the side, right? And that's their gourmet meal, right? Like he just didn't have the funds. He didn't have the time to prepare this festival, but he hyped it up so much. So there's
supposed to be like bands and stuff there?
Yeah, they were supposed to be. Blink-182 was supposed to be there. They actually pulled out like a few days before the concert because they were getting some... They're like, it just didn't feel right. They thought, and they made a great decision. Little do they know, right? Eventually, it all fell apart, right? Everybody was freaking out. They're posting all these videos about, oh, this guy's a fraud. He's a scam, this and that. And Billy McFarland eventually gets arrested for this, and he goes to prison for, I think they sentenced him for 6 years back in 2017 or 18, whatever it was. He served 4 years, 3 years, whatever it was. Now he's out, right? And he's putting on another one. And we all know, the whole world knows, especially if you've seen this documentary, if you've looked at any posts about his operation, we know he's a scam. If you watch the documentary, you'll know 100% this guy's a scam artist.
But would he throw, I mean, if it's not, would he throw himself right back in jail? Yeah.
He had this mentality of nothing can happen to me, because even right after the festival, he owed so many people so much money, right? And after the festival, they arrested him. He got out on bond, and he was like, I'm not going to jail for this. And he got out on bond, and he was running another scam immediately after that. While he was out on bond, he was running another scam where he was selling fake VIP tickets to people online, and he was using the email list of the people that had signed up to the Fyre Festival earlier. He was using all that and trying to sell these people through a different company or whatever. He was trying to sell these people tickets, and he was scamming people out of money through that way while he was out on bond, while all this is going on. So eventually they nailed him down. Some lawsuits came in. A couple of people sued him and had good representation and good lawyers, and he did go to prison. But now he's out, and he's putting on the Fyre Festival too, okay? And he wants to do a documentary called After the Fire, another documentary with Netflix, right? But he's putting on this festival, and according to him, people are buying. He said he put out a new whole line of tickets, exclusive tickets, and people already bought them up, he says, right? But you can just say that. You can go online and say, oh, yeah, our whole first order of tickets sold out completely. He's telling everybody, I don't have a venue. I don't know where. Like, just the same shit that he did on the first island festival thing. He's pulling it all again.
But why would he?
People are falling for it, though, because now it has notoriety, right? It's this weird, they're like, oh, I want to be a part of it. And people like this. Play this video. Play these.
No, they're just stupid.
People are just stupid, yeah.
Firefest 2 boasts ticket prices as high as $8,000. It's purported to take place in December 2024, somewhere in the Caribbean, but there is still no set island, no venue, no accommodations, and no musical lineup.
Pause. I'm going to keep playing this in a second. But this is, people are buying into this again, right? Idiots. And it's his MO. He is scamming you for money. He's a known scam artist. People are going to do it again. Play it. Here's the people.
That doesn't seem to bother this couple who told CBS News they already coughed up about $550 each for tickets to a festival that still largely remains a mystery.
Our main concern is that we don't know if big headliners will be willing to, take that risk to be in something so controversial. I think we're going to stay optimistic, but we're going to, expect that there may be some cheese sandwiches.
Whatever they eat, it won't be in the Bahamas.
Oh, yeah.
The Ministry of Tourism told CBS News in a statement, quote, "The government of the Bahamas will not endorse or approve any event associated with Billy McFarland," adding that he is considered to be a fugitive there with several pending complaints against him.
Yeah, okay, so the Bahamas said, you're not welcome here.
So it's not going to happen.
But he already said, I'm selling the tickets and all this, and people are buying them. Idiots are buying them. The thing that I did not mention about this, Ja Rule.
He's on board.
Ja Rule.
What about Ja?
What about Ja? Ja Rule.
Where's Ja?
Ja Rule was Billy McFarland's business partner in all of this. Okay? And Ja Rule was right there on the island with him trying to get this scam going. And people criticized. Now I know why 50 Cent hates Ja Rule.
But what about Ja?
Bro, what about Ja, though? Here's what Ja had to say. So Ja Rule was a part of this scam, right? And people were criticizing Ja Rule. If you go watch the documentary, I don't have all the time in the world to explain this to you guys on this short video we're doing here, but if you go and watch that documentary, you'll understand. Ja was like, he was neck and neck. He was right there with Billy. He was like his business partner, and they did not know what in the hell they were doing, right? They didn't know shit about business. They just wanted to have a big party, essentially. They made the mistake of labeling this a festival. What they should have done was say, hey, we own this little island out here. We're inviting everybody out to stay in tents and have a huge party. It's going to be wild. It's going to be crazy. Ja Rule's going to... They should have done something like that. It would have been great. This would have actually been a great Fyre festival. No, they tried to make it this huge thing that they could not afford to do, this huge thing that they were offering, advertising, and they didn't have the funds to cover the stuff, all this nonsense, right? So there was backlash against Ja Rule, and here's what he had to say about it. Here's what Ja had to say.
Bunch of 20-year-old kids screaming, this is fraud. Shut the fuck up. This is not fraud. Maybe false advertising with them tents, but this is not fraud. People false advertise all the time.
Overselling the product.
Yes, you understand? And it's not illegal. Fraud is the intent to deceive. Never did we try to put on a festival. Our whole plan was to rob everybody of their money. So
you're a liar.
You kids on this phone, stop saying fraud.
No, Ja. It was fraud, Ja. You committed plain, blatant, and open fraud. 100%. And that's why you think Billy McFarland would go to prison for 6 years if he wasn't committing fraud? You think he went to prison for 6 years for what? Misleading the public or whatever he called it? No. Ja. I know why 50 Cent hates Ja Rule. Do you ever hear the story when 50 Cent bought up all the front seats at Ja Rule's concert and left him empty? Ja Rule put on this concert, right? He was playing somewhere. I forget where it was at. But 50 Cent, I don't know why 50 hates him, but I mean, I do now. He's an idiot. But 50 Cent apparently went and bought up like the first 5 rows at Ja's concert. He bought all the tickets and just threw them away. So no one was in those first rows. When Ja showed up to do his concert, like everybody was way back here. I think eventually they brought him up. But it was like this hilarious thing 50 Cent did. But yeah, someone asked me to do a video on this Fyre Festival thing. I hate to give this Billy McFarland any more. I hate to give him any more attention because I legitimately think he's a horrible scam artist. And people don't seem to understand that or get it. That's why at the beginning of this video I said, disclaimer, I'm not advertising for Fyre Festival because I think people were getting sued for that. Like they tried to sue the models that were in the initial like launch of the festival. All this nonsense, but it's just he's a con artist.
Well, maybe that's why some people are buying tickets because they think they can get more out of it later.
Bro, I don't know. It's turned into this weird thing.
Because if you can sue, and you get if you get paid more money in the long run.
No, because a lot of people.
Get why you would buy a ticket?
Yeah, but a lot of people never got their money back from any of this, including the workers in the Bahama Island. That island in the Bahamas, they hired damn near every worker on that island to try to build out this festival before everybody showed up because they were panicking. And those people never got paid for that. They worked night and day, 24 hours. They were working out there trying to build shit and never got paid from this twat. So it's now he's apparently planning to do it again. And he's online just saying, oh, the first ticket's sold out. But you can just say that. I can say, yeah, me and Errol are putting on a concert tomorrow. We just sold like 100,000 exclusive tickets.
There.
Yeah, you better be there. The exclusive tickets. The website, we just put sold out on it. And then later on, we open it back up. Oh, here's more tickets. 500 a piece. Buy them, right? Yeah. That's what this guy's doing. He's a complete scam artist. I'm curious to see if he actually puts on a festival. I'm going to keep up with this story.
Now it becomes like an actual good one. So you can get him with the third one.
I think he's a scam artist, and I think he actually did want to put on a festival, though. So that's the thing. Now he's had time to sit in prison and think about this, and there's so much publicity around it that if he actually could, at this point, pull off a really great festival and people are dumb enough to show up, like, then it would be it'd be legendary almost. You're still fools for going. Everybody's still fools for giving this guy attention. We all know what he's about at this point. But, I mean, whatever. It's interesting. It's news, you know? So, there you have it. That's the story of the Fyre Festival. Skis, are you going?
Let's get our tickets, dog.
Dog, let's get tickets. Anything you want to say about Billy McFarland, bro?
I just want to know if he's related to Seth MacFarlane.
Should we Google
I'm going to check it. We don't have to during the video.
All right, we'll Google it after.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. If we find out that he is, we'll post it on Twitter. Or X. It's not Twitter now. It's X. Yeah. We'll catch you guys. Wait. We got videos. They're floating. You'll see them. Subscribe to BTG Squad. Catch you guys in the next video. Peace. What's cooler than that?
Well, keep it simple, stupid.